Morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. I am getting ready to make the pasta. I put 1.5 cups of semolina in here, and I'm going to add 1.5 cups of whole wheat. So this is going to be a whole wheat pasta. And I took the drippings, or you want to say the stock, from pressure cooking the goat meat. I let it sit till the fat was on top. I took the fat off and I poured it in the pot that I'm going to boil the pasta in, and I added stock to it as well. And then I diluted it a bit. Now, you actually need 3 cups of flour to make a pound of pasta. Okay, you need 1 teaspoon of salt. I have to make my kelp mixture again. I haven't, and I just ran out of it. But you can use kelp in this, it does. If you use a mixture that's not too strong, it's fine. You don't have to worry about the flavor. Now, you have a 2-cup line here, and you have to fill it up. You cannot crack eggs and put them in here. You're going to have to beat them first, because you've got to get them through these itty bitty little holes up here. So you're not going to be able to do it. You have to beat the eggs separately, and you're going to need 2 of them. So beat these eggs really good. And by the way, they will not go up to the 2-line measure. You'll pour water to bring it all the way up there. And they recommend using large eggs. I had a mess to clean up in my kitchen before I could even get this started. I am getting very, very hungry. Once you get it to the 2-cup measure, you can turn this on. Now I'm using Emerald La Grasse pasta machine. You're going to also need a plate to catch your pasta. And you're also going to need this. I'm just using spaghetti here, because you have to cut it when you get it to the length you want. You use this to cut it, and that's how you do it. At least this is how mine works. So because this has salt in it, I'm not adding salt to the stock and stuff here. So I'm going to run my machine and get it going, and I will be back. Now our pasta gets as long as I want it, I'll just cut it off and just let it keep on going. You just cut it where I want it. And you continue. I have learned through making pasta and once breaking this already. When you pour the egg and water in, you pour it in slowly so it mixes completely into the flour. If it sticks a lot on the side and stuff, you're not going to have the balance that you're looking for. And listen, I've made the mistake, so I'm letting you know now. Okay, I made my pasta. This is how much it makes. Bring this to a boil. And we're going to let that cook. Just stirring it around so I can get, separated so it doesn't all cook together. Now when we do this and I take it out, you have to put olive oil or some oil on it to keep it from sticking together because it's hot, and I'm not rinsing mine. I'm just going to strain it and put it in the bowl and add the olive oil. Some people like to cool it down right away. I get the oil in it and I toss it, I let it cool. You'll notice it relaxes and starts fluffing up. So I just keep tossing it periodically until I get the rest of the dinner done. Now I'm thinking about making truffle dressing. It's coming to my head. Everything keeps coming to my head. I'm going to use white truffle oil. And I don't know if I should add wine to it. I don't know if I want to use a white vinegar. I don't think I want to use apple, but I'm thinking about a wine. I also have rice. I've never tasted rice vinegar, so I have no idea if it has a taste or not. But I know the French love their wines and truffles in France. So therefore, I'm assuming that that would be the best one to use. I'm reading my vinegars. I got a lot of vinegars. Yeah, this is a grape vinegar. We could try that. See how that one goes. Grape truffles. That's all French. I think I want to use white pepper in it though, with garlic. And I know the ratio is like 1 to 3. So if you put 3 oils in, you're going to need 1 vinegar. That was something I learned in a hurry. In my first cookbook, and I lost my first cookbook, showed me how to make coffee, simple dressings, and things like that. I don't even know if they make these cookbooks anymore for young girls just learning how to cook with their mothers. Or even that mothers even give time to their children, their daughters, to teach them. So much has changed. I'm glad I grew up in a time when I knew my place. It wasn't important that I made a ton of money. It was important that I kept my family as healthy as I could. But I didn't know I was fighting a battle. think this is gonna smell so good. Now what I put in my salad was a spring salad. I put some red bell pepper in it, cucumber, and some scallions. Had to think for a minute to know what I put in it. I didn't want to put too much in because I want to use this to see how this is going to react. And that's through. I mean, when I made truffle mashed potatoes, oh my God. I swear to God, I had died, went to heaven. That is such a beautiful combination. Come on. If you have never had this truffle mashed potato, you are missing out on something. Oh, and this smells so good. It's a buttery smell taste, which is really, really nice. You tell me I haven't opened this yet. Do you ever have one of those days? To that in a minute. So let's check these and see how the pasta's going. A little more. Let me put my glasses on and see what in the name of God we're doing here. Unscrew that and you'll let go. Yeah, right. I actually have to get my sons to help me do this one. I can't get this off. Go. Now it comes off. I told you I was going to use this water from cooking the oxtail, and here it is. This way there's no real waste in it. This I'm not going to use again, so I can pour that out into the yard and into the garden, and it'll be fine. just want to make sure they're all coated. And we'll let this cool. As it cools down to where I can handle it, I will continue tossing it. Make sure that they're all coated. So let me get this away from here so I can take care of it. You know what? Today is not going to be my day. Let's see if this will work. Now you can add any herbs you want, but I am going to add garlic to this. If you want black pepper, I guess you could put black pepper in. But I just think the white pepper and the truffle oil and stuff. Now I've got to go think. I'm just going to chop some garlic up and put in here. And I'm pretty much going to close it down because I'm going to be running back and forth, setting the table and all. And it's not going to be good for you. So take care. Bye-bye.